it's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. It is the 26th day of August, and here we are, sitting at about $0.0019 with roughly 4 days left in the week. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Let's get into it. Zebec. We're looking at Zebec on a weekly scale, just to portray the kind of structure that you're showing in the charts here, which I think is nothing to overlook. I really think it's something to marvel at and to just appreciate for now, while it is a obvious and glorious opportunity to get into this coin before it does take off and see higher prices. Now, whenever I say take off and see higher prices, I don't mean you're going to wake up tomorrow and it's at New York time highs. You never know. Crazy things happen in this game. But over the months to come, perhaps even over the next year or so to come, you're going to be working your way up to new all-time highs, and that's why they call it investing, right? Because it doesn't just take a day. This is an investment. You put your time, your energy, your money, your faith into something, and then down the road, months, years later, you reap what you sow, right? And here, these are some proper sowing grounds. From here, we're finding support, not just at a bottom kind of perspective, but also at prior points of support back here and prior points of resistance back here. This is Zebec's whole life on a weekly scale. The most significant, in my opinion, this is the most significant level to hold as support. It was the most significant level to break his resistance, and once he did, you saw a 10x in like a month. I don't think we're going to see a 10x a month from now, personally. But I do think this is grounds to hold and regard as support, something that likely will prevail as time goes on, and I do expect that you will see higher prices in the short term. So, as I mentioned, it's not a financial advisor. A lot of coins have pumped over the past 2 weeks, over the past week and a half, and I've advised patience and to wait for a little bit of a pullback, maybe. Zebec, it's pulled back a little bit already, maybe it pulls back a little bit more, but I wouldn't advise patience so necessarily. Getting in, getting some exposure. You're at a relatively cheap level, and again, just a very significant level overall. You just had that initial reaction, bullish engulfing candle, which engulfed 2 weeks of price action last week, closing. Phenomenal behavior. And I do believe this is just a starting point for what is more to come, especially as time goes on. If we look at this on the short term, shifting gears now to move the red arrow candle, but each candlestick represents 1 hour. We are consolidating. We're not expanding up or down, we're just consolidating. RSI is taking on a bit of a bullish shape. Okay, we broke out of the downtrend here. I don't know what's going on. Lower lows, lower highs here. You broke out of that downtrend. Formed a bit of an uptrend here, broke out of that. However, you didn't get oversold. You did get overbought. And you are staying above the 50 now. It looked like you were rejecting it once, twice, and then the third time you're up. I don't think you're rejecting it. I think you look like you want to expand up into this zone. Being that this is on the 1 hour time frame, your stochastics are pointing positively, and your MACD is also actually showing some positive stuff going on. Decay and bearish momentum flipping bullish right now. I think that over the hours to come after this video is made, you should see some growth. Does that growth mean it's like this? Better than that, you know, maybe just a little bit of something that's going up to 002 and maybe even above there. We're looking for, from this point here, we're looking for a higher high relative to this high here. So we take this high, we take this low, Fibonacci retracement range, went from our golden ratio down to our 236, kind of uncommon, I'm late for that, but it happens sometimes, and in these movements you typically do run right up to the 76886, or you stop at the golden ratio, come back down to this area, and then move up. So it could be more methodical, it could be more robust, but either way, I doubt we're going to get above 0021323. I doubt we're going to get above this high that we formed on the 22nd on Saturday. My expectation from here would be that we just get above 002 and we form a higher high than what we had here. Okay, that's my expectation, looking at the 1 hour chart at least as of now. Stochastics might be RSI included. 4 hour time frame, also looking pretty bullish, honestly. I mean, overall, you're very bullish. Even unorthodox higher low tendency, it looks like you're slipping now, but I still think you're bullish. It's not like price, right? Like if you break this, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're bearish. I don't know if we had a properly defined uptrend there. Really what we had was a point of significant resistance here, and we broke through that. Now, instead of getting oversold and living below the 50, now you've gotten overbought, you're not getting oversold, and you're wrestling with the 50. It's kind of like a transition of powers going on right now for Zebec, and I think that's what we're witnessing here. We're just winding up before the execution of that transition comes into view, and I think we're going to see that move up overall. Again, from here, we might move up, relatively speaking, a move high, something like this. I don't know if we see anything spectacular. If we do, it could be today that we're rallying, and maybe it's later this week, maybe it's sometime next week that we rally in time, and probably by the end of this month, I do actually expect that we see prices above this high. If not by the end of this month, in the beginning of September, the first couple of days of September there, but I'm getting ahead of myself. The 4-hour RSI looks bullish. Stochastics do look bullish as well. And the MACD, it's kind of bearish, actually. I mean, it is bullish overall. It's nice that your options are above the zero, above this level here. It's nice that you are. But you did reject, you did have a false posture coming down. That's not necessarily good. Bearish momentum's decaying. That is good. There's some good and some bad in there. But all in all, it's a positive looking 4-hour time frame. All in all, it is positive. So, not too many issues there. From a low here to a high there, where did you find support? Right at that kind of in a weird area, 382.5, kind of an odd area. Is this even the proper fit to take? You bounced right up to 25 effectively, so yeah, that'd be a perfect fit to take. Maybe it's just an incomplete fit. Maybe I'm underestimating this thing. Perhaps we do move up in a quicker momentum. We are moving up like 0023, 0024 right now. After all, I do assume that in the process of retracing this high from April 27th to the low here on August 17th, I do believe that you're in the process of getting above this 382 level, and with that should come prices that are around 0022 to 0024. If not better. I mean, you could just rally all the way up to the golden ratio. You've been beaten down for a long time, you guys. Beating down in a straight line like this does lead to massive expansion. And then that massive expansion leads to massive volatility. You can see some shaky stuff here. Very tradable opportunities over the coming weeks. We'll see. I don't know, man. As I was looking at this on the 1 hour, I was being conservative with my expectations. Looking at the 4 hour and the daily, it's like, this is, I think we're about to see a move up here. Daily time frame, 4 hour time frame, the 4 hour can take days to occur. It doesn't have to be right now. The daily time frame can take weeks to occur. It doesn't have to be right now. So definitely seeing some higher stuff coming in the future, the near future, but is it like right now, the immediate future? I don't know. Stochastics look decent on the daily. RSI is shifting bullish for sure. And the MACD here wants to cross over this decaying in bullish momentum. I would think that you get another drive here. And that drive pushes you through the zero. That drive breaks you out. You get overbought on both these indicators. It would make sense that you continue to push higher. I mean, you really might run for like 0025 to 0029. It might be extraordinary here. Something that's on the lines of like a 25% to 50% move. At a minimum from here, I would at least expect you to see something that's around like a 15% move. But I'm starting to believe in this 25 to 50% kind of range between 00247 to 00297. I don't really have anything else that I want to say. At this point, we've said it all. Very bullish beginnings here. And this is the beginning. I mean, I think we'll look back at this in years from now, in 2028, late 2027. We'll look back at this week and last week as the starting point to what will be the bull rally, the bull market that started the path, the journey to new all-time highs. When you do see new all-time highs, my expectation, I've said this plenty of times, but I know people like it whenever I talk about new all-time highs, so let's talk about it now. Just to get our minds right, I do believe that Zebec will see new all-time highs, and I believe that this thing is capable of seeing prices at around 20 cents, 15 to 20 cents. I think that it's capable of seeing prices at around 50 cents, just below. Does that mean that it has to hit any of these levels? No. Does it mean it has to stop at any of these levels? No. It can do whatever it wants, and we are years away from these projections coming to light, from coming to light, but it's just a thought. It's an early round thought. That thought will mold itself. The perspective will shift and condense as we get a better picture of what's going on here. So I got nothing else. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you on the next one. And buy. I think it's a good time to buy. If you're waiting to buy, I said that I was done, but I'm not done, am I? If you're waiting to buy, understand what you're waiting for, right? We're talking about this. Let me go back. We're talking about this stuff, right? Can I delete all this? Talking about a move that could go all the way up around here in this zone. And you're talking about waiting for a pullback that's like that. What are you waiting for? This is the time to buy. It's right now. It's right now. I don't care if it drops 5%. It's the time to buy. And if I'm wrong, if we're all wrong, and this is just a giant psyop from the Bitcoin bears and it's a big trap, if you buy here and it dips more, you hold and you buy the dip. You can purchase from here on out. From my perspective with what I'm doing in my own strategy, trading, I'm not buying here to sell the next relative high, the swing high.